I am the self-proclaimed Queen of Follett, Ken Follett. And the reason I'm saying that is because I have read 13 of his books and spent over 700 hours listening to his books. So, welcome to Boozy Bee's Books and Cocktails. I'm Dana B. Today, we are going to be reviewing some of Ken Follett's books, mainly The Circle of Days, his newest one. And just to let you know a little bit, I thought it was not as great as his other ones. So, it fell flat for me, and we're going to discuss it. And then we're going to make a wonderful cocktail to match it. So here is, and I don't know if you can see it, but I'll put it on the screen later on, the books that I have read of Ken Follett. And there are 13 of them, and the newest one is called Circle of Days. So let's get into it. Um, if you've read Ken Follett, you know what you're kind of expecting and getting yourself into. And his books are always great big books. On Audible, they're anywhere from 30 hours to 48, 49 hours. So you do spend a lot of time listening to him develop the characters. And he is a historical genius. I love the way he writes, and he brings you into the story, and you imagine yourself being inside his world, from the building of the cathedrals to wartime, the first war, Russian war. He's just meticulous in his character development, and that's why I love him so much, because he can just pull you in to any scenario and make you sit up and listen. And that is why I love Ken Follett. If you've read any of his series, the biggest one I would think would be the Kingsbridge series, and I read them twice. I read the first three twice, and then his Century trilogy is really good. I love the A Dangerous Fortune. I've read it twice. It's a great book. And then the other ones are Lay Down with Lions, A Place Called Freedom, and Never are the books that I have read. And then Circle of Days. And Circle of Days is about the building of Stonehenge, and it's Seth and Neen, and then there's a multitude of different characters in it, and it breaks it down into where it's 2500 BC, and the tribes are the miners, the herders, the farmers, and the woodlanders. And so there's also the priestess, and the priestess are the ones that are the caretakers of Stonehenge, or want to get Stonehenge built. And so I just felt like, well, I didn't have a character that I related to, that that stuck out to me, and am so disappointed. And for him to be one of my very favorite authors, and knowing what to expect, and knowing that he would bring the characters to life for me, there was just not one that set well with me. I didn't, I wasn't able to make that connection. And that really hurt my heart, because I was looking forward to being a part of the mystery of Stonehenge. And so I'm just really disappointed, but he still is one of my favorite authors. I will always go back, and if I have nothing else to read, I will read one of these books. And he's got others out there. I think he's in his up in the 20s book range, and so I will always be a Ken Follett fan. And so my likes for this one is the historical research that he has done. He will always be one of my favorite historical fiction writers. The research and the detail that he provides is just absolutely fantastic. Um, the other one is the mystery of Stonehenge is a little bit, um, to me, something that I really haven't thought about. So maybe that was one of the reasons it just fell flat for me because I've never seen it. So it doesn't stick to me why. Um, there's a mystery. I mean, I know there's a mystery around it. Don't get me wrong. So, the that's the why I like the why I don't like, of course, is because I did not build a relationship with the characters, and this is a huge book not to be able to build a relationship with one of the characters in the book. So I am going to fix what I would hope that Ken Follett would love that I fixed for him. And it is called The Master Builder. And if you have read the Kingsbridge series, you'll understand why. And let me just say that the Kingsbridge series is the Pillars of the Earth, and there was a movie made out of it, but it again wasn't as good as the book because there's no way that a movie can get in the head or the thoughts of the people, the characters in the book. So, anyway, it is, I love Manhattans. And so I wanted to give the Ken Follett a Manhattan, but because of Circle of Days, and that's who we were, or the book that we were really talking about today, didn't stick with me. We're going to do The Master Builder. And The Master Builder is a play off of a Manhattan. It's just got a little bit of a brighter, bolder flavor to it. So it is 2 ounces of rye whiskey, 1 ounce of sweet vermouth, two dashes, 2 to 4 dashes of bitters, and then a couple of dashes of orange bitters. So it just makes it a little bit of flavorful, more flavorful. I've got a coupe glass here with a cherry in the bottom, and we're going to mix in the and it my glasses have been sitting here for a little bit. I had a little bit of a technical difficulties, so my ice, I had to wait on some things, so my ice is a little bit melty. And we're going to put some more ice in here. So, but when you're doing the YouTube channels or whatever, there's always going to be some technical difficulties, and you just have to work through it. So, we're going to work through it today. So we've got 2 ounces of rye whiskey. Rye is a little bit sweeter than regular whiskey or bourbon. And we won't get into the technical part of what's between bourbon and whiskey, but this is rye, and it is my all-time favorite. This is great. So this is sweet vermouth, and we're going to do 1 ounce of it. So we've got 2 ounces of rye whiskey, 1 ounce of sweet vermouth. We always want to put the lids on everything because I'm very clumsy, and so things happen to spill. So then I'm going to put about 2 or 3 good dashes of orange bitters. And then this is just regular bitters, and I put it in a squeezy thing so we wouldn't over 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is all pretty much alcohol. So we're going to stir in this beautiful mixing glass, and then we're going to strain it. And this is the Master Builder for Ken Follett and his world. And my toast today is to Mr. Follett, being one of my top authors. Oh, that's beautiful. Bright, bold, got a lot of orange to it. You could even put an orange rind in here to make it a little bit more fresh. That is wonderful, wonderful. So I will put up my Ken Follett books that I have read, my 700 hours with a Ken that is not my husband. And I hope you will like and share, subscribe. I really need your thumbs up and your watches. It's getting close to the time where I'll find out if I've won an award for the RCast podcast in Arkansas. And we're going to be going down and hopefully receiving one. But I have been so blessed just to be nominated this year. I'm coming up on 8 months, I believe, and I'm trying to do one book a week. So that is craziness on my part, but I sure have enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy it too. So thank you, and cheers.
Cheers!